Earlier, I spoke with eCapitol News Director Sean Ashley about other races that were on the ballot. Sean, conventional wisdom took a hit on Tuesday night.
That's exactly right. I think everyone going into Tuesday night's election expected there would be some more runoffs on the Republican side and fewer on the Democratic side, and we saw exactly the opposite. Republican candidates seem to have won more hearts of their Republican voters, and Democrats still have work to do. Specifically, consider the U.S. Senate race. James Langford had 6 other candidates in that race, yet he won it outright. On the other side of the ticket, on the Democrats, we have a runoff between Connie Johnson and a perennial candidate, Jim Rogers. We saw the same thing in the superintendent's race, where we were expecting a runoff between incumbent Janet Barisi and challenger Joy Hoffmeister. There was a 3rd candidate in that race. Instead, Hoffmeister wins it right out. And there's a runoff between John Cox and Frida Deskin on the Democratic side. In some legislative races, we saw individuals win outright when there were 5 candidates in their races, specifically Kevin Calvey coming back in House District 82 and Jason Smalley in Senate District 88. So Republican voters had their minds made up while Democratic candidates need to win more voters as they go into the runoff.
Legislative incumbents have fared very well this year.
That's right. In fact, we didn't lose any incumbents legislatively in the primaries. They will move on. They either reclaim their offices or will move on to the general election in November.
How's the new legislature shaping up at this point?
Well, we haven't seen a situation really where any party has lost a particular seat, except for the Democrats in the Senate, where Sean Burridge, who was the minority leader in the Senate, chose not to seek re-election, and Marty Quinn will move over from the House. Quinn is a Democrat. Burridge, of course, was Quinn is a Republican. Burridge, of course, was a Democrat, and so that seat will switch. We'll have to wait till November to see what the final counts are in each chamber.
We saw some action in the courts last week challenging legislative action.
That's right. Oklahoma City Attorney Jerry Fent has filed an action regarding House Bill 2562, which was the oil and gas tax incentive. He points out that it was a revenue bill that was passed in the final days of the legislative session, which is not allowed. It also failed to receive the 3/4 votes necessary for approval, and it had a July 1 effective date. A hearing is set on that measure later in July. Also, a group of members from the Board of Education and other parents filed a challenge regarding House Bill 3399, which repealed Common Core. In that instance, what they are focusing on is the fact that the legislature will have final say over the curriculum standards that are to be adopted, and they say that violates the separation of powers.
eCapitol News Director Sean Ashley, thank you.
You're very welcome.